Hi, wonderful subscribers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If today is your first time here, trust me, you are in the right place because this channel is all about adding value. So kindly do well to click on that subscribe button and also put on your notification button so that whenever I post, YouTube can notify you. Once again, welcome on board. As you can see, today's video promises to be interesting because I will be talking about parallax effect. That being said, please don't forget to comment, thumbs up, and also share this video with your friends. Thank you guys. Alright guys, so before we forge ahead, first off we need to know what exactly is parallax effect. Okay, so parallax effect happens when the different elements of a page move at different speed while scrolling. We saw how that played out in our intro. All right, we saw how those elements were moving when I was scrolling the page. That is exactly what parallax effect is. Okay, so let's move into the video proper. So guys, as you can see here that we have our design, okay, ready. Okay, because before you can actually apply parallax effects, you need to get your design ready. Okay, so I must also point out here that in the course of your design, you need to also pay attention to your labeling. Okay, you need to label your elements very well and also accordingly, so that whenever you want to make use of any element, it will be easier for you to just pick and use. Okay, so before you start any manipulation on your original copy, you can actually duplicate to keep the original. Okay, and peradventure you want to still use the original for something else, you can actually still use it. Okay, so it's not compulsory. Okay, so let's move to the duplicate now. All right, so here we have the duplicate. So first thing first, what we want to do is you select all the elements. Okay, you select all the elements. Okay, then you right click. Okay, then you group. You can see group selection. Okay, group selection. Okay, so that's done. So the next thing we're going to do is we select the whole frame. Okay, you come here, you select the whole frame. Okay, so for our height, I want to reduce this height to 1024, but you can put yours to 1080 or whatever. Okay, depending on how you want your height to look. Okay, so this is what I actually wanted. Okay, so nice. So I'll come here again, then I'll duplicate. Okay, let me move it a bit forward. Okay, so for this one I want to move it up, this duplicate. So I want to move this group to the next layer. Okay, to the second layer. Okay, so I'm using my arrow key and I'm pressing down my arrow key. Okay, for this one you have to make use of your arrow key so that you won't tamper with any of the positioning or the alignment of whatever you've designed. Okay, so alright, so this is how I want this to show here. Okay, so this is what I want. Okay, so now I will now move to this place and I'll move down. Okay, so now let me select it. Yes, this is where I want to go. Okay, so now you come to your next layer on the first duplicate that we have here. Okay, which is desktop 86. Okay, so this is the group. Okay, so you come to this arrow, this drop down arrow here. Alright, so you come down, you can see that you can see the footer menu. So that means this is the last part of the of our design. Okay, so let's move to the second layer. Okay, so to the second layer, I know we have the strawberry. Okay, so this is the reason why you need to rename your elements properly, okay, and also accordingly, so that whenever you want to make use of a particular element, it won't miss out in action. Okay, so oh my, so now I click on this for strawberry. I use my arrow key to shift it out. Okay, let me see, is it out? Okay, let me move it a bit more. Okay, I think it should be out now. Okay, so we have it's out. Alright, so I want to do same to the other strawberry to the other side. Okay, so I'm moving this one to out of the frame. Remember that we've grouped them together, so you don't need to be shaky about it. Okay, it's going to, everything will still come back together. Okay, all right, so that's that. Let me move it out a bit. Okay, all right, so for this sentence we have here, your trusted partner, we want it to flip vertically. Okay, I want it to flip from vertical positioning back to the horizontal positioning. Okay, so we have then for this I still want to reduce the opacity. Let me reduce the opacity to like 0. Okay, so for this button, let me move the button, let me move the button up. I'm moving the button up. Okay, using my arrow key, the upper part of the arrow key. Okay, I'm taking it up. Taking it up. Don't make any mistake, just make use of your arrow key. Okay, so it's better. Okay, all right, so okay, so I want to also reduce the opacity of this button. This is it. Let's reduce the opacity to 0. That's for the button. Then for the text inside the button to 0. Okay. Alright, so I think we are done with the second layer, right? Okay. So let's come back to this. So for this one now, I also want to move the first layer, the first our first page. I also want to move it around. I want to move the elements on it around. Okay, so here I'll select the group. We have desktop 87. Okay, so you must also take note of that. Okay, so and this is our desktop 87. Okay, so for this one now, let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay, let me bring it down a bit. Okay, so you can see the hamburger. You can see. Okay, so this shows that we are on the first layer. Okay, and you can see how the stuff they are moving around in blue. Okay, so first off, I want to move this gradient eclipse. I want to move it in. Okay, I want to move it in. Okay, then I want to reduce the opacity to 0. All right, then the other eclipse I'll just leave that one there, but I want to also reduce the opacity to 0. Okay, all right, so that's done. So our logo, I want to turn our logo. So we selected it. I want to move it vertically too, the way we did the other one. Okay, then I'll also reduce the opacity of this to 0. All right, okay, that is done. Then let's see, what can we move again? Okay, so this here, I want to move it up. Okay, I'm moving it up. All right, then I'll also reduce the opacity to 0. Okay, you can decide not to reduce your own opacity depending on what you want actually, but I just love that transition whereby the sentence or the words, they disappear and they appear again. Okay, so for this button also here, I want to turn it this way. Okay, I'm not going to reduce the opacity of that. Then for this experience elegance, I want to turn this one too this way, but reduce the opacity to 0. opacity to 0. All right, then what else can we move? Okay, so here we have the wine bottle frame, which is this, don't forget, which is this. Okay, this one here. So but we are focusing on this desktop 87. Okay, so let's select the group. Okay, so then I'm going to come here. Okay, so this desktop 87 here, so then I'll come to this wine button frame. Okay, so for this I want to move the cup, this cup I have here, I want to move it. This here, it's here, but I'm just showing you here so that at least you can see what I want to move. I want to move it from this bottle. Let me show you very well so that you can see what I'm saying. So I want to move this cup here, this wine cup, I want to move it down. Okay, so that when I want it to transition in a way that the cup will come from down up. Okay, so now it's selected already. Okay, which is this. Sorry, I didn't rename this, so I meant to rename it as wine cup or something. Okay, so for this now I want to bring it down. Okay, let me bring it down. I want to bring it down. Okay, am I there? Okay, let me bring it down a bit. Let me see, let me bring it down a bit. Okay, all right, I think I'm good to go. All right, let me see. Okay, yeah, so that's it. Okay, so what else? I think I'm okay with what I've moved so far on the first and the second. Okay, so now let's move to the third layer to see what else you're going to move. Okay, so to do that we are going to duplicate this. We come here, then we duplicate. That's Ctrl D to duplicate if you're using window, but if you're using Mac, it's on Command D. Okay, so now for this, now we are going to move this up. Okay, with our arrow key, the way we've done the other ones. Okay, so this is our third layer. I want to move our third layer. Okay, so let's move it. I'm using the arrow key, don't forget guys, I'm using the arrow key. Okay, to just get to the center. Okay, I think I like what I'm saying. All right, so what we're going to do is we'll come to this next one. So this is where we want to move our stuff. Okay, so we are moving it from here. Okay, this is our desktop 87. Okay, so we have our wine here, wine 2023, 2020, 2027. So let's start with 2017 rather. So 27. this 2017. Okay, so how do you want this one to go? I think for me, let me see, let me play with the bottle. I want the bottle to bend a bit. Okay, let me bend the bottle. Let me move this up so that I can see what I'm doing properly. Okay, so I'm moving this way. Okay, all right, then I'm moving that way, then I'm moving it down. Okay, I don't know how this thing is going to look like, but let me just finish and see how it's going to turn out. Okay, let me see. Let me take it down more. I want it to go down. Okay, let me see. Still want it to go down. Okay, all right. Let me still make it to go down. All right. Okay, I think I'm okay. All right. Okay, so let me teach you a strategy. Okay, so for me to actually know this is where I stopped, so I want to use my pen tool to actually outline it out. Okay, to show that is where I stopped. I can actually still remove that later on. Okay, so I want to move the next one, which is 2021. Okay, so for this one too, let me come to this drop down arrow here. Let me choose the bottle. Okay, so I want to also bend this bottle. Okay, the way I did the other one, I want to bend it. Okay, all right, so I want to also move it down. Okay, so I'll come back here. Okay, then I'll move it down. Okay, move it down. Let me see. Still want to move it down. Okay, still want to move it down. All right, let's see. Let me still move it down. Still want it down. Okay, all right, let me move it up a bit. Okay, all right, I think I'm good. Okay, so I'll come here again to mark where I stopped. Okay, it's not compulsory anyways, but I just did that just for me to know where I stopped. Okay, it's not a must. All right, so the next one, I'll come to this 2023. Where's 2023? Okay, so we have 2023 here. Let me bring this down so that I can see what I'm doing. So we have 2023 here. I'll come down to this drop down arrow, select my bottle, then turn it the way I did the other one. Okay. All right, then let me come to the group. Okay, then I'll also bring it down, okay, with my arrow button. Okay, so I'm bringing it down, 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 down. I'm holding down my arrow key. Okay, I'm holding down my arrow key. Let me see where I stopped. Okay, let me bring it down a bit. Let me see. Okay, I think I'm good. Let me move it up a bit. Okay, I think I'm good. Okay, so let me just delete these ones. Let me just delete these ones. Okay, all right, so I've deleted our guide. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is we come here again, then we duplicate. To duplicate is Ctrl D for Windows, but for Mac is Command D. Okay, all right, so for this one I'm going to move this one up. Okay, let me move it up. Okay, with my arrow key pressed down. Okay, move. Okay, so this is our footer, remember? Okay, so which means we are actually at the last stage of the design. Okay, I think it's okay here. It's okay here. Okay, so what do we want to move here? So we have to come to this previous desktop, which is 88. Okay, to move our footer here. Okay, so to do that we are going to select the group, right? So move down here. So this is 88, right? So this and this is our footer. Okay, okay, so we have the footer logo. Okay, so this is our logo here. Let's turn it the way we did the other one. Okay, then the cup, let's turn the cup upside down. Okay, all right, then what else? Okay, this one, let's just let's move that to the other side, and then we reduce the opacity to 0. Let's see, is it out enough? No, so let's press down our arrow key. All right, okay, let me see again. Okay, I think we are good to go. All right, okay, so let me come to this opacity here where we have fill, return it to 0, and we press enter. Okay, all right, so All right guys, okay, so we are done with moving our elements around. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do now is to prototype what we've done. Okay, so we need to prototype. Okay, so to prototype, you come to this prototype where we have prototype here. All right, to prototype here, so we'll click here, then come here to connect this to this. Okay, pop interaction menu. Okay, so we come to this place, we come to key game pad. Okay, you click here. All right, so we don't want it instant, we want it to be smart animate. All right, so we want it to be ease in, ease out. All right, then for this milliseconds, we want it to be 1300. Okay, so we do the same to this also. Take it back. So we are connecting this back to this. Okay, so this is our interaction menu. We come here to game pad, key game pad. Okay, so then we come to smart animate. Yes. We come to ease in, ease out. Yes. Okay, then we come to 1300 milliseconds. Okay, I think we are good. Okay, same too we are going to do with the rest of the frame we have here. So we are going to connect this to this. Okay, we come here, same key gamepad. Okay, then smart animate, ease in, ease out, 1300. So we are good to go. So we also connect this back to this. Okay, so we want it to be key gamepad. Okay, so we still maintain all the other features. Okay, so we come here, we connect this to this. Okay, then we come to this drop down arrow when we have one click. We come to this game pad where we have key game pad. Okay, so we still maintain our smart animate, in is out 1300 milliseconds. Okay, so we come here again, then we connect this back to this. Okay, so come here to this key slash gamepad. Okay, so we maintain these features. Smart animate, in is out 1300 milliseconds. Okay, that's okay. So the next thing we're going to do is to present our design so that we see how it's going to play out. Okay, so to do that, we're going to come to this first frame we have here. That's our desktop 86. Then we come to this play button here. All right, so let's play it to see how it's going to turn out. Okay, so let's see how it's going to play out. Okay, by scrolling. So let's scroll to the, let's scroll. All right, can you see that, guys? Okay, let's scroll. All right, let's scroll. All right, okay, let's scroll. All right, okay. All right, so that's parallax effect, guys. Okay, this is what we call parallax effect. You can see how the elements, how they are moving around as you are scrolling. Okay, so this is parallax effect. Okay, all right. All right, so guys, thank you. This is the end of today's video. Please don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe to this channel so that whenever I post another awesome video like this, you can actually be notified by YouTube. Okay, so also share this with your friends. Okay, thank you, and see you in my next video.